foremost priority is to safeguard the interests of Indian consumers insofar as energy is concerned, to ensure that they receive adequate energy at the right price and through reliable and secure supplies. And our import policy insofar as energy is concerned is therefore driven entirely by these objectives. I would underline that India is not just one of the largest consumers of energy, but it also plays an important role as a stabilizing factor in global energy markets. And that's one reason why we import energy from multiple sources. You will see that we import crude oil from dozens of countries. We are neither dependent on any single source for this, nor do we intend to be. And it is natural for the mix of sources to vary from time to time, depending on objective market conditions. Our approach is to maintain multiple sources of supply and diversify them as appropriate to ensure stability. Therefore, I would say that the more diversified we are in this area, the more secure we are.
In a massive geopolitical pivot, India's record-breaking appetite for discounted Russian crude is facing a sudden and sharp contraction. Following a high-stakes executive order from the US President Donald Trump, industry insiders warned that India's import of Russian oil could go down by nearly 50%, potentially ending an era of energy cooperation that began at the onset of the Ukraine war. India has committed to stop directly or indirectly importing Russian Federation oil. The catalyst for this shift is a newly detailed trade agreement between the Washington and New Delhi. According to the White House executive order, which was issued on Friday, it said, and I quote, "The stakes are remarkably high. The US has signaled that import tariffs on all the Indian goods could be hiked significantly if the New Delhi resumes or continues its high-volume purchases from Moscow." Now, this carrot and stick approach links India's broader economic access to the American market directly to its energy ties with Kremlin. The impact on the ground has been immediate. Nearly all of India's major state-owned and private refiners, including Indian Oil Corporation, Bharat Petroleum and Reliance Industries, have hit the pause button on the fresh spot cargo orders. Refiners have been in a state of paralysis for about a week, ever since Trump teased the deal on social media. While these processors will honor the already booked cargoes, they are avoiding new commitments as they wait for the official guidance from the Indian government, which is yet to provide a clear roadmap. Imports, which averaged around 1.2 million barrels a day in January, are expected to settle between 400,000 to 500,000 barrels a day once the current unwinding is complete. Now, while the giants have retreated, Nayara Energy Limited remains the exception. Backed by Russia's Rosneft, Nayara is expected to continue importing roughly 4,000 barrels a day. Analysts suggest that this is due to company's unique sanction status, which makes it nearly impossible for them to source crude from the non-Russian producers. It remains unclear if Washington or New Delhi will grant Nayara a specific exemption. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs is walking a diplomatic tightrope. On Saturday, that nation's energy security remains its supreme priority. Now, while India has confirmed the existence of the trade deal, it has remained silent on the specific oil ban clauses mentioned by the White House, opting instead to speak generally about diversifying its energy imports.